I'm going to use wet in wet and wet on dry to paint this winter tree watercolor landscape painting. The tree takes up lots of space. So I'm going to plan on this space for the sky. I'm going to use the Prism Blue as my favorite blue color because it's really deep. I'm going to see what's the color. It may not be that bright. So I'm going to take this mixture of red and blue. So I'm going to take this color, maybe a little bit more blue, make it a little bit darker, a little bit. As you see, I'm not going to wet the paper before applying color because this is going to be pretty wet color on. So I'm going to directly apply this color. Okay, ready? A little bit more. Quick. Okay, watch out. Where is it going to stop? I'm going to add a little bit more blue at the bottom. Maybe coming down like this. It's almost like a flat wash. And it come down all the way here. Yep, let's come down over here. I'm going to stop. And the bottom line over here, you can make a little bit kind of rough because you can make it look like the surface of the snow is not exactly like too smooth. Okay. Now I have the sky cover. I'm going to making sure that the color going through like this. That's going to be dry pretty fast. What I'm going to do, I'm going to also use this big brush and mix the color a little bit darker. Like I get the blue colors and get the red color and maybe a little bit more red. Think about it. That looks good. I think this is good. When I put this color on the surface here, it's still wet. So it's going to be have a little softer edge. I can see how much water do you need inside this brush. Okay. I'm going to maybe let go a little bit. I'm going to ready. I'm going to start over here. Now, let's keep going. Now, I'm going to add it a little more, coming up like this. You see the soft edge? So you know when you should have a little more water, when you should apply the color. Should you make it wait a little bit, let it dry, or you want to do it when it's just wet? So I applied for the mountains in the background. So what I'm going to do now, maybe a little bit brighter blue colors. So I'm going to let go all the color from the brush. And I'm going to take out a little color here. It's good. Doesn't have to be very, very bright blue. Okay, have a little blue color over here to showing there actually some reflection of the snow. This is the winter blue color. We'll make it a little brighter. So here you go. Like that. A little bit dry. Okay, over here too. Just like that. So maybe should be a little lighter. So you clean my brush. It just make it a little lighter, like that. And then we're going to add a little dry grasses at the front. It will look more natural. Right? So maybe a little bit here, a little softer, a little softer over here, like that. They're probably good now. Now what I want to do now next, I cannot do much dry brush over here for now, but we can go into start a tree. So let's see. I'm going to get this number 12 round brush. So what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to start laying the first layer of color for the tree. I'm probably going to do it a couple more times. I'm going to leave the front a little bit later. So let's take a look. I'm going to get a little bit red color into these blue colors. Now the color a little bit darker. Okay, this is good. So let's see. Where are we going to put the tree? Should be in the middle or a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right?
Middle.
The middle. Okay, let's take a look. I'm going to start from the bottom and going up. You know, the branches of any tree is a little bit thicker at the bottom and get a little bit smaller and smaller and going up, right? First, this one is going to a little bit smaller and going a little bit thicker, coming down. I'm going to refill with a little more colors and a little bit over here, like that. And I'm going to get a little bit, use my pinky, support my my brush, and have a little bit, control a little bit thinner. Like that. Try not to have it parallel to another branch, so otherwise it looks a little bit boring. Okay, let's see. Control how thick the line that you want to produce. Like that. And let's see. Now the sky already dry, so my hand can lay on the surface of the paper, so you can control that a little bit better instead of the whole hand is dangling in the air. Let's first draw the branches like that to see how you can represent that. Okay, draw a few more. Okay, let's see. And the right side, I want to have a little bit darker. Looks like the light coming from the top, right? Usually is. And I'm going to mix a little bit darker colors. I have a little shadow side of that. So this color a little bit darker, so I'm going to come here. Okay. Make it a little darker, coming down over here. Like this. Okay, this branch, you can see there is seeing there a little gap over here. I'm not sure I can represent it correctly. Okay. Over here, we're going to have some really dry brush. This colors. Let's see.
For the rest.
That the brush is pretty dry. For the represented distance, dry grass. And add a few. Like that. And maybe also a little bit dry brush in this area. Try to a little bit alternated. Don't make it look like they're all the same, or same distance. Gonna have a couple line coming down over here, and add another one over there. couple like that. Looks good for the foreground. So I'm gonna have some suggestion of the dry grass at the front, because when it's closer to you, you see a little bit clear. That's good enough. We don't have to draw too much. Okay, now we're gonna do the tree. I'm gonna have this dark gray colors with mix from the blue and the red colors. What we're gonna tap on it. Let's see. Like this. Make the shape bigger or make the shape smaller. So watch that. How much do you need to do? I'm not sure I want to do as many as what I see on the reference. So I might maybe have a little bit less, because I do want to make it look more like a dry tree, probably. Get this brush. Some a little bit softer. So it's not exactly the same size of shape. And I'm going to come back here to add a few dots here. Oh, interesting. Some are wet. So I have, looks like a different layers. A couple more down here. A few more down here, a few more over here too. Now, I think this is good. Now you can see we have wet and have dry. I'd like to introduce our learning community to you. All members can access to Enjoyingart workshops and collections of lessons. Paint With Me members can download the full-size reference photos for a better learning experience. VIP members can join the private Facebook group to share discussions of our learning with like-minded artists. Gold members can receive advice directly from me and receive video critiques and suggestions of your work. Please check below for the link to join us. We're waiting for you to become part of our Enjoyingart learning community.